All right, we have with us today Julie Kennedy. Julie is a nutritionist and she has a business called Julie Kennedy Nutrition. And Julie is also a mom of three. She's been married for more than 15 years, which is awesome. Good job. And and she is actually on her second career. First one being a middle school math teacher, right? And now she has transitioned to nutrition and is doing a great job. I have talked to different people who have used you as their nutritionist and love you. So we are super excited to have you for the Restored event on January 21st, just helping us kind of get a grasp on wellness and nutrition and how that fits into women's, especially busy moms, lifestyles. So thanks for joining us.
I'm excited. Feel very honored. Thank you for asking me.
Yes, yes, yes. And so I'm just going to jump right into some questions for you, and in hopes that it gets some of our mom community members excited about this January 21st event. So if you wouldn't mind, first tell us, you did make a career shift from math teacher to nutritionist. Tell us your story with food.
Okay. So about 7 years ago, after I had my third child, I started feeling bad. I was losing weight unintentionally. I just didn't feel good every day. And I was like, something is wrong with me. But then I realized, I had three kids. I was working full time, teaching middle school. My husband traveled for work. And I was like, maybe this is just how everybody feels.
Yeah, it just takes a toll. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, this must be normal, because the doctor was like, are you tired? And I'm like, yeah. Is it every mother of three tired? But then I just started feeling worse and worse. And I ended up going to the doctor, and my PA said she was going to test me for celiac disease. And I was like, I don't even know what that is, but okay. I mean, wouldn't I know if I had something like that?
Right.
She's like, well, let me just test you. And she tested me, and I had some of the highest numbers that she had seen. And I had no idea. So I started doing all kinds of research. I mean, when you get diagnosed with a, autoimmune disorder, you're like, what is this? So I started researching extensively, found out that it was genetic. And so I decided to get all three of my kids tested. And my oldest daughter, Abby, at the time was really small for her age. And she was 8 at the time, and she was the size of a 5-year-old. And no one would ever, they just kept saying, come back in 6 months, come back in 6 months. She was growing, just not the same rate. It turns out she has celiac disease as well. So through that whole diagnosis process, we had to completely change everything that we were eating. And through that, I grew a new appreciation for food. And I could not believe the power that food has. And I'm not saying that everybody should go gluten-free. It's just different for everyone. But food is powerful. And it was a newfound passion for how food works in our body. And so I decided to go back to school at UNC Chapel Hill, got a master's in public health, then registered dietitian training. And going back to school as an adult is very different than going to school as an undergrad. And so now I have this business where every single day I get to work with people and share my passion for food. So instead of teaching algebra, I'm now teaching about macronutrients and how food works in our body, about the impact that food has managing chronic illness. And I love what I do. The change that it makes in people's lives and the way that food impacts everyone's daily life and I get to see that. I feel really blessed and honored that I'm able to have this job and be able to.
Yeah, and how cool you're able to merge two passions, the what you've learned about food and enjoying that, and the teaching aspect, and it all comes together in your nutrition business. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I understand you work with lots of women in what you do, and lots of busy moms, whether they work or don't work, their mamas are busy. And so when people come and they consult with you and they talk to you about their health concerns, their nutrition concerns, do you have a most common question or most common concern that moms bring to you?
Well, I think one of the biggest things that I see is helping women understand and navigate the information, the nutrition information that they receive from the world
So much.
through like Instagram and the
Yes.
media and their friends and their neighbors, to what is true evidence-based nutrition information. What is a fad versus what has actually been researched and proven to be sustainable and what works. I think that that balance is very hard to achieve. And a lot of times it changes over time. So, one phase of your life, you may be in one particular area. And then as you grow, as your children grow, as your job changes, whatever that may be, your feelings about nutrition may change also. So, I spend a lot of time with women, mothers, trying to figure out what works for each individual person.
Yes, because everybody's so different. And I
Right.
love too what you said earlier about just your body. When you become a mom, your body changes. It goes through so
Yeah.
much, and it shifts. And what was working for you before may not be working for you post babies, right?
Right. And it's all about body acceptance, being able to know and accept that my body has birthed three children. I'm, 42 years old. I'm not the same as I was in high school, and that's okay. And a lot of it is, working through those feelings of body acceptance, of honoring hunger, of paying attention to level of satisfaction when we're eating, mindful eating. We spend so much time doing that, but at the same time, focusing on overall health and wellness. We want to be healthy. We want to be good role models for our children. We want to create a positive relationship with food, not only for ourselves but also for our family and the people around us.
Yes, and I'm so excited just hearing you talk about this stuff. I could just listen all day. But what's really cool is that on January 21st, we'll be able to dive into this a bit deeper with you. So January 21st is when you're going to host, or I'm hosting, you're participating. We're doing it together. This virtual restored table talk. And let's talk about what women can expect when they sign up for this.
So, one of my first priorities whenever I do a talk like this is I want to help empower women.
Yes.
I feel like in our society, there's a lot of expectations that are unrealistic, and I want to focus on staying positive, accepting yourself for who you are, but also helping you with confidence, knowing that you can meal plan. You may see somebody on Pinterest putting these picture perfect meals, and you're like, I can't do that,
Yeah,
but
not
you
all
can.
skills. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can, and to help simplify it, make it usable, make it one of the other things that I like to focus on, because I have three children, I do work full time. I know that there is a difference between what we would like to be ideally and also reality. And so
Yes.
finding again that balance and knowing and building confidence, knowing that you can get there, what's right for you specifically and for your family. I'm also going to speak to, because it's January, fad diets. And I get asked a lot, what do I think about intermittent fasting? What do I think about Whole30? What do I think about keto? I am looking forward to presenting true evidence, research around those diets, and presenting the information in a way where you can make your well-informed decision about which direction is best for you.
That's so great. I think this is information that is useful for now and for the future, right? So like it's January and people are so interested in this as a hot topic, and nutrition as a hot topic for January, but this is information that is it can stay with you throughout the whole year and even into the years to come. Just, I think it's going to be so helpful for me and for other moms who are in the same spot. So I am so appreciative of you, and I'm looking forward to January 21st. For those who are watching, I will share that if you want to register for the January 21st event, it is at 8:30 p.m. The registration is already up and ready for you to sign up on our website, which is restoredformoms.com. You just go to the events tab and it's listed right there. Julie's pretty picture is right there on the website. And anything else you want to share? I think that I think this is a good picture of what people can expect.
Yeah, I just want to say that I welcome everyone, and know that my goal is to create an environment where you feel accepted and where you feel empowered, and know that there is no, specific formula that works for absolutely everybody. Is that we want to try to find what works for you specifically and for your family. So I hope to see everybody there. I'm excited to meet you.
Yes,
uh,
yes.
it'll be fun.
Well, thanks for joining us today, and we will chat more on the 21st.
All right. See you then.
All right.